Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brian Dean from QuickSprout, and in this video I'm going to show you some very cool tools that you can use to create your own infographic. So the first place to go is Visually, and at the top toolbar click on the Create button, and this is what you'll see. And basically what this tool is, it's a set of very specific visualization templates. So if you want a very original infographic, this is definitely not the place to go. But if you have something in mind, like a Venn diagram, this is a good place to check out. And let me just show you the Venn diagram tool as an example. So when you click on that, you'll see something like this. And then when you click on Create, you can create your own Venn diagram. And it's actually pretty cool looking when you do download it. So once it's done, you click on the download button and you have a very cool Venn diagram, and you can obviously add values here for whatever you want. The next one I'll show you is known as Easely. Okay, so head over to Easely, so it's easel.ly, just like Visually. And when you create an account, this is what you'll see. So click on Get Started, and it'll open up the editor. Now the first thing you want to do is choose a theme. Okay, so a theme is basically a preset infographic template. Now, as you can see, as opposed to Visually, they have quite a few, and they really vary, a lot depending on what kind of infographic that you want to create. So, for example, if you had a very data-driven infographic, you might want to choose this one. Okay, so it looks good, and yeah, looks like a good one. And then you drag it into the editor. And then you can make changes, okay? And you can, change the values obviously, and change this and that. All right, so it is a little time consuming to edit these to make them look good, but that's basically why, it's a tool that you do have to use, as opposed to just hiring someone to make the infographic. Or let's say, you had something that you wanted to make about statistics in the United States. You could use this infographic template, or a theme as they call it. It looks good. And you could just drag that into here instead, and then make your edits depending on what kind of data that you have. Okay, so that's how Easily works. The next one I'll show you is Piktochart. So just create an account at Piktochart, and when you log in, it's very similar. They have a preset number of themes for free that you can use, or you can upgrade and just get way more themes. Okay, now if you just want a quick, easy infographic, you can probably make something decent out of some of these themes. So when you see one that looks pretty good, click on Pick Theme, and that'll take you to the Piktochart editor, which is very similar in the sense that you can change the header text to whatever you want. So statistics about whatever, and then you can add images and icons. So if you have some icons that are let's say people, if you're doing something about people, or let's say parenting, you could put the image here and then put a statistic next to it, or you could put it as the header or whatever you want. So as you can see, this one's very intuitive. This Piktochart might be the most popular of the ones that I'll show you. So it depends on your budget and how much you want to invest in infographics. But if you want more, you can obviously get more templates, and it has a few more robust editing features. The second last one I'll show you is known as Infogram. So it's infogr.am. So once you create an account here, log in and click on the Create button. And once you've done that, you'll see that just like the others, they have a set of templates. But these obviously are more or less the same, okay? And you can edit them a lot. So that's the advantage of Infogram, is that you can edit them quite a bit. So when you see one that looks good, click on Use Design. And then you can add your text. So, infographic example. All right, but what I like about Infogram is that you can edit the data quite a bit. So this particular visualization, you can do a lot with this, okay, which is definitely not the case with the other tools. So if you want to edit this chart, double click on it, and it basically gives you a little spreadsheet, and you can include all different values here, okay? So you can really get down and dirty and very specific with your data, okay? So this is pretty cool. And if you want to add a different type of chart, so click on Add a Chart, and you can add an area, a line graph, pictorial, a hierarchy, table, progress. It's just an intense amount of different charts that you can include. So for pure data-driven infographics, Infogram is probably your best choice. Okay, finally I'll talk about Many Eyes. And Many Eyes is a program by IBM that's basically a huge database of data and a tool to visualize it. So basically what you want to do is create an account, log in, and then under Participate, click on Create a Visualization. So once you've done that, you can start with a data set. You can either upload one of their existing data sets, which is what I recommend because you just have so much, or you can upload your own data set. So click on existing data sets. Okay, so if you wanted to create an infographic or just get some cool data about mobile phones, you could type in mobile phones here, click enter, and you can see different information about mobile users, or let's use this one, comparison of worldwide mobile communication sales. So once you think that looks like something that's appropriate for your infographic, click on visualize, and then choose what type of visualization you want. So if it's very text-based, you'd want to choose one of the text ones, and if it's more numbers, you'd want to use a visual chart. Okay, so let's just choose bar chart, and it'll run it, do its thing, and it'll ask you if you want to accept the risk, and click yes, and click run, and here you go. So now we can see that these are the different cell phone providers in terms of popularity, and you can look at the actual data in more detail if you want before you publish it. So that's it for making your own infographics. If you really want an infographic to go, massively viral, really popular, I do recommend hiring a professional designer. But if you're going to be doing a lot of infographics and you're okay with just decent quality, these tools can actually bang out some pretty cool infographics. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.